Welcome to our study of Torah Parashat Re'eh from a Messianic perspective. Today we'll explore key scripture portions from Deuteronomy and Isaiah, diving into their rich meanings and how they point to the Messiah. Let's embark on this journey together with open hearts and minds. Let's take a look at the flow of our session. We'll begin with the opening call about blessing and curse, then move to the central place of worship. After that, we'll explore holiness, tithes, and generosity, followed by the pilgrimage festivals. We'll also examine the Haftorah portion focusing on restoration and invitation, and finally we'll connect these themes with Messianic fulfillment. The opening call sets before us a clear choice, blessing or curse. The blessing comes from listening to God's commandments and walking faithfully in His ways. The curse results from turning aside and following other gods unknown to Israel. This call invites us to consider where our allegiance lies and the consequences of our choices. What's really important here is the deeper meaning of this choice. The call to see points to spiritual sight through the Spirit, enabling us to behold God's glory in the Messiah. Scripture often contrasts two ways, the path of blessing or curse, with Yeshua as the narrow gate. Each person faces a personal decision, not about old versus new covenant, but about faithfulness to God, fully revealed in Yeshua. Centralizing worship at the place the Lord chooses emphasizes unity and purity. The command to utterly destroy idolatry leaves no room for syncretism. This chosen place becomes the heart of national life. Messianically, Yeshua is the true temple, and worship now happens in spirit and truth, with believers as living stones forming God's dwelling. Holiness calls for distinction, separating clean from unclean and rejecting pagan mourning. This ritual purity finds its fulfillment in Messiah, but the call to holy living remains. Tithes and generosity reflect care for the vulnerable, Levites, strangers, orphans, widows, and the community's responsibility to share. The early Messianic community exemplified this, showing generosity as a mark of discipleship. The three pilgrimage festivals mark key moments of redemption, revelation, and joy. Passover recalls deliverance from Egypt and points to Yeshua as the Passover lamb whose blood brings salvation. The Feast of Weeks celebrates first fruits and the giving of Torah, fulfilled by the Spirit's outpouring at Pentecost. The Feast of Booths looks forward to God's dwelling with humanity, inviting us to drink of living water through the Word made flesh. The Haftorah portion offers consolation after hardship. It speaks of Zion's restoration with foundations laid in precious stones and sons taught by the Lord. Alongside this is a free invitation to all who thirst. Come to the waters without money, listen and live, and receive an everlasting covenant grounded in God's faithful mercies to David. This everlasting covenant connects to the Davidic promise of an eternal throne, fulfilled in Yeshua's reign. He is the witness and leader for the nations, extending God's glory beyond Israel. Nations unknown will seek Zion because God has glorified her, bringing Jew and Gentile together as one new community in Messiah. Here we see key thematic connections. The choice between blessing and curse aligns with the call to receive or reject Yeshua. God's presence moves from the place He chooses to Yeshua as the true temple. Instruction in Torah finds fulfillment in Messiah's teaching. Free provision in the Scriptures points to the Gospel's grace, and the covenant theme culminates in the eternal reign of the Son of David. Applying these truths to our community means examining where we listen. Are we following God or turning aside? Worship must center on Yeshua, guarding against syncretism. Generosity remains vital, caring for the vulnerable among us. Celebrating appointed times with Messianic understanding connects us to prophetic fulfillment, and we are called to extend Isaiah's free invitation to all, proclaiming the waters of life without cost. To summarize, Re'eh challenges us to see the choice before us, the blessing of receiving the Messiah or the curse of rejection. The true place the Lord chooses is fulfilled in Yeshua and His community. Isaiah's invitation to come to the waters is the gospel's heart. Living the covenant means embodying holiness, generosity, joyful worship, and outreach to the nations. May those who study this portion truly see with the eyes of faith. May they recognize the one who is the true blessing, the chosen place, the living water, the Son of David, and the Holy One of Israel. This vision transforms understanding and life alike. This concludes our presentation. Thank you for joining this exploration of Parashat Re'eh from a Messianic perspective. May these insights inspire and guide your journey of faith.